going on, guys? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. This is Rick Motorsports, and you're looking at my new Impact. Just kidding. It is new though. I got it for Christmas. And right now we're going to be putting a lift kit, some wheels and tires on Dad's Element. And we already got the first shock out. We're going to put a spacer on it, put it back in. Put some new end links on the, I don't know the full setup, just because I haven't researched a lot of it.
Those aren't the end links, they're the, what are they called?
For toe? Camber?
Camber.
Oh, this is a camber arm.
These are the back.
For the kit. These are going to go onto the new, or onto the top of the shocks. So it'll space it out a bit, have the wheel and tire push out from the wheel well a bit.
Grab that strut.
How much is the lift?
It's 3.2.
3.2, and then
Seems like 1.
And then it will be big tires.
So here's the shock.
So, yeah, this fits on top, like so.
And then we put some nuts on those, and then we put that through the factory location in the shock tower, and it gives it a bit more ride height.
Oh, we gotta grind down these bolts. Oh yeah. Well, I watched some guy, he had to do the same thing.
Safety first.
Second, actually.
Yeah, chances case.
Put the nuts on when you do that, so you don't f up the threads. This way you clean them out, taking them off.
Oh, that's good, dude. You guys need some safety glasses soon after
We
we're...
have safety glasses. We have some.
Where?
Oh, they're everywhere.
It's pretty simple how they lift it.
Yeah, just adding a spacer.
Yeah, the back's not the problem, the front is the problem. Too much angle on the CV shafts.
Oh.
Some don't have problems, some people do have problems.
What, and they start breaking stuff?
Yeah, tearing the boots and shit. Alright, Hercules, get it in.
Hercules.
Yeah, let me get in this. Let me get in back here.
Hercules.
Step on that.
Yep.
You want me to step on that?
Hold us in it.
Cap.
You want me to step on this?
Where's that bolt for the bottom?
It's sitting on top of the garbage can.
It's a long.
Oh no, it's sitting on top of the Civic.
I see it.
Want to step on that? More. I don't know how that's gonna work. We might have to take something off.
What do you mean?
There's like no room.
Yeah, I got my full body weight on that.
Is there something we have to disconnect?
me see.
It hardly moves, and it's like 3 inches it needs to go.
I think maybe if we had another jacket, we compress that spring in there.
Don't we have a spring decompressor?
No.
On sideways.
That work?
That's lined up.
What'd you guys have to remove, Chance?
These 2 nuts holding the control arm to the body, and it dropped the entire.
Can I tighten this up?
Hand tight should be fine.
Okay. I need to step on it. I need a hammer.
You need a hammer?
Alright, so we got the extender put on the top of the shock, and we got that put in. It was very time consuming. We had to drop the bolts holding this control arm to give it enough room for us to get the shock put in the bottom mount, and then after we got that put in, we had to raise those back up. But don't take those out all the way, just because they're very hard to put back in. After we got that done, we put in the camber arm, the new one, and it has a bracket so you can put your ABS sensor on there. And the bracket got, or the clips on the plastic got a little broken, so we're just going to use a zip tie. Yep, that should hold it. Moves around a little bit, that's fine. Nice. This side's done.
Very nice. Alright guys, we got the lift kit done on the back, the front left here, and we just drove it out without finishing the right side, just to kind of see how it's going to sit and settle and all that stuff. But even the right side sits it way higher.
I think if I lift,
Yeah, it lifts it even more. But
isn't it 3 in the front, 2 in the back?
this thing's
Yeah, the lift kit is 3 inches in the front, 2 inches in the back.
3 in the front, 2 in the back. Yeah, it sits so much higher now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you just slide in. Pretty mean looking now. When we're done with it, we should pull it up into the 4Runner and see where they sit. Yeah. Well, it's got a 32-inch tire.
I feel like I'm tilted though, kind of. You think so? A little bit.
Got the Falken tires on there, 30-inch. Specifically 245 70/16 for the AT02s. Dad picked them out. It's a good looking tire tread on there. And then we got the MST. Some wheels we got off eBay for a pretty good price, and they look nice and seem pretty solid. I mean, we're not wheeling this thing really, we're just doing some light trails and mostly for the looks, but these tires and the lift give it way more ground clearance it had before, so should help tremendously and be able to go a lot of places our stock runner with the 32-inch tires over there goes. So should be able to keep up with it, I would think. The substantial ground clearance and tires, that's pretty much all you need for off-roading, right? All-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Ideally four-wheel drive, that's an all-wheel drive, but they have the two-wheel drive element, as you guys know. That's not it in that guy, so.
Hey guys, so it's a few days later than when we were working on the Element and we got it finished. We didn't film a whole lot of it just because it was really annoying and it was raining and pouring and everything. So we got it finished, as you can see, and we had it all aligned and everything.
It's a little dirty right now. It was washed at some point shortly after, but
yeah, we've been quite busy over the last week or so just because we've been cleaning out the garage. We got a shed put in the backyard, so that was, we were able to move everything around. So this was kind of on the bottom of our list at the moment, but we're finishing the video. Some of the issues we had was after we put the lift kit on, we were trying to put the shock back into the front at least. And that was being really difficult just because the axle or the CV shaft was extended a bit farther than it should have been. So we had to take some of the bolts out on the actual shaft itself that was holding it to the hub or the knuckle. And then from there we were able to put it back in, but the CV shafts can be pretty hard on this when you're doing a lift. Other than that, there wasn't too many issues, but what we got going on right now is the 4Runner is in the garage because the clutch got burnt out of it.
Yeah, when I was coming home from work on the freeway I sit on to get on the highway I sit on, it's stop and go for like 10 minutes sometimes, and I was doing that and I started smelling some burning. Temp was doing good and I was like, oh, maybe it's the clutch, it's just getting kind of worn, and I've been doing this sitting on this hill for a while. And then I was on the highway going up the hill, going about 65, and I was speeding up, and then all of a sudden the RPMs jumped up really bad, and I wasn't really going anywhere. And I barely made it to a gas station right inside of where we live, the town. And I had to get my mom to come pick me up, and then we towed this thing home with the Element. So that was pretty fun. I was in the 4Runner. Dan and Chance were in the Element, kind of directing from there, and we passed a cop and made eye contact with him and everything, and didn't get pulled over, so that was nice.
Yep, but also, as you can see, we have the garage cleaned out. We have the shelving put up right here. We have some shelving put up over there. We also cleaned out Dad's old toolbox right over here next to the compressor and fridge. We got this new toolbox. This one is Dad's, where he's going to have all the tools he uses primarily. And then we have that US General cart we got from Harbor Freight a little while ago, just to hold some of the tools that we're using on the project we're working on, just so we don't have them lying around the floor or just scattered about.
Yeah, we didn't show you guys this generator that our dad got for, what did he get this for, his birthday? Or did he get it for the hell of it? I think we just got it kind of for the hell of it. Got this badass big generator.
Has push to start.
Yeah, electric start.
Or you just put the key in and you twist it.
Yep. And then we got this little tailgater at the at Harbor Freight. Just a little guy, 2-stroke, and yeah, it should run things perfectly fine camping, and it's real small. And then we have our power box inside that we can run other stuff on, and we have another generator that we'll probably end up rebuilding here soon.
Yep, and that's kind of the manufacturer's corner. That's where all the welding's going to be done, where we have the welder sitting up top.
Pretty cool looking over there now. You go show them the shed.
Got some cabinets taken off the wall. Ended up denting our washer because it kind of fell. and we got put behind schedule because this part of the fence fell down, so we had to rebuild 3 sections of it.
Yeah, this fence is older than me, so the whole thing's gonna need to be rebuilt very soon, but we did this part over last weekend. Yeah, we got the cement poured in one day just because these 2 posts were broken, and then we got the boards put up in the other day. So here's a new shed. It's a 20-foot long by 10 feet wide, I believe. I know it's 20 feet long. I think it's 10 feet wide.
Yeah, I think
it looks about 10 feet wide.
But this is all the shit that was in the garage. We got to put in here. It's hard to believe we had all this stuff in the garage.
I know, it's crazy.
Got some buckets full of stuff. We got
levels
boxes
up there. The level up there. Storage. Look at all these tires.
Yeah, and this is kind of cool, just because I don't think anyone on the channel has seen it.
Oh yeah, old Honda Enduro bike.
It was our dad's dad, so grandpa's bike, an XL350.
Well, I don't remember what year it is. It's like early 70s, right?
I think it's 70s, yeah. It's got 37,000. Oh no, that's 3,700 original miles.
This might have rolled over.
Could have, but
probably
zero
not.
Before it.
Yeah.
Makes me think. This is another cool one.
Oh yeah, that's my PV50 I got for my 2nd birthday. That thing's been...
It still runs. We haven't fired it up for years, but I'm sure it would.
Yeah, we just need to, you know, do a tiny bit of maintenance stuff on it. It's good to go.
Every time we take it out of the garage in years past and we would just kick it a few times, it would start.
Yeah, and we rode the shit out of that thing growing up, just messing around in the neighborhood when we were way too big for it, just because it's perfect to screw around with.
Yep, here's the bumper that's going to go in the 4Runner after we get the clutch put in.
Yeah, I'll do that here shortly.
We have the clutch sitting inside. So we have everything we need. We just need to actually drop the transmission, put the clutch on, and put the transmission back on, which this should be one of the bigger jobs we've done just because the size of it, but should be fun. Alright, so we're probably going to end the video off here. Please make sure to click like and subscribe, hit your notification bell. I know we haven't been putting out videos very often lately. That's just because of the garage and the shed situation, also the fence, but we will be pumping out videos here a lot more frequently. As you can tell, we do work on our cars and trucks a bit, so it is something that we will be doing in the future. And yeah.